All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this new week and yet another new episode of the Reality Kenya. Of course, my name is Simi Kenya, and as usual, we are live from the Learned Corner with our guest, the Deputy Party Leader of Safina Party, Honorable Wakili Willis Otieno, Piki Ponki.
Pakamelo Disco.
Karibu sana naibu.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes.
How was the weekend?
The weekend was good. So many things happening.
Yeah.
You know, as Safina Party, our party leader,
Yes.
we did invite William Ruto that since he wants to take Kenyan policemen to Haiti.
To Haiti, yes.
And the Haitian Prime Minister traveled to Kenya to also sign the reciprocal agreement that will allow our policemen to go to Haiti.
Yes.
Now we extend an invitation to William Ruto also to travel to Haiti and assess the situation of the country that he wants to attend to send our police officers to.
Yes.
Because from what we've seen, Haiti seems to be a war zone.
Yeah.
And it is onus upon him to go and do a needs assessment of that country. As the President of Kenya,
And as the Commander-in-Chief.
as the Commander-in-Chief
Yes.
of that country, visit the country, stay there for a week or two, assess the situation, then he can come back and tell us, this is what I've found, and our policemen are able to attend to that situation, and not our military. Because he can't be traveling all over the world claiming that he's signing agreements that are in the strategic interest of Kenya, but failed to visit that one country, which is sending Kenyan poor people's children to go and police, to go and deal with marauding gangs. Let him go there and then give us a feedback. If that tour is worth sending our police officers to Haiti. The second issue that I want to address is, if you noticed, Baba having expressed interest to go to AU.
Yes.
And now you're seeing Azimio people, Kalonzo Musyoka, the likes, are all over trying to fit in the gap that Baba may leave if he goes to AU. You know, as people, and this is now directly to ODMers and the dual supporters of Baba. You know, we must have as a community what we call our irreducible minimum. Because you look at Kalonzo Musyoka is moving there with Eugene, that is his running mate. You have there Wairia, who is probably his chief cabinet secretary. So what will those get in that matrix?
Because all of them are trying to fit in Baba's
They have to take Baba's shoes, and so they just want Jalous to go and bring the votes and a manner if need be.
Yes.
Bring the passion, but then there is no position. We must, as a community, take a position.
And what is this irreducible minimum?
The irreducible minimum for us is deputy president. Anybody who desires to engage with this community should be very clear on our irreducible minimum. The irreducible minimum, whoever desires to get that vote, is to give us deputy president. Even if William Ruto wants the low votes, he should have committed to our irreducible minimum, which is deputy. You can't say that because you've given us one CS and one PS, now you think you can just get that vote. It's the second largest voting bloc in the country after Mount Kenya. And if you're not careful, these characters will just reduce us into flower girls, where they are discussing national engagement without accommodating our community interest in that politics. This is something that I have to say to our supporters, and even those who come from the Western Kenya, that we must always have a stake in administration. And that stake should be informed by an irreducible minimum. What is that which we cannot take less than? And our irreducible minimum as a people is the deputy president. We can discuss other parts. Ikuyu discussed with Ruto. They got a majority leader, they got parliament, they got finance, they got security. Those are, at least they are, and they got deputy president. So they negotiated. Where is our negotiation? So I urge our people, we must be able to negotiate. What is our irreducible minimum? What are we asking of everybody? Asking for the vote from the community.
But for the longest time, you've been identified as the next deputy president we are expecting in this Republic of Kenya.
Yes.
Does it mean that this particular opportunity is an opportunity you are ready to take, or any person who is ready to take it, you will...
Anybody who desires to get the votes should put on the table. Then we will have a competition. amongst ourselves that person who is most competent.
Yeah.
And I do believe that from the region, other than Baba,
Yeah.
in terms of representing the new generation of Kenyans, the issues of today, which I believe is the economy, we can go to a competition, I believe, I will be the best.
Yeah.
But the voters will decide. But what I advocate is that it has to be an irreducible minimum of deputy president as the first step. So you must give us the deputy presidency. Then we can start negotiation. Before you give us deputy presidency, then there's no need of even inviting you into the room to talk to us. You first give us the reducible minimum, then the conversation can continue. What else do we need to do? What is the ideology? What is so we can discuss the what ifs.
From the deputy president.
From the deputy president onwards. But you don't just come with the bare hands and you want to negotiate with us. There's also something that the Ministry of Interior passed a Gazette notice yesterday. You know, now for the first time in the history of Kenya, for you to affirm yourself as a citizen, to be registered as a citizen of Kenya, you will have to pay 300 Kenya shillings. In other words, for us to know that you're a Kenyan, you must pay money. So the government has commercialized our citizenship, that for you to be affirmed as a citizen, you must pay. These are services which were previously being rendered for free. You know, government cannot be so desperate that to even register you in the list of citizens, to issue with an ID, they are asking you to pay. In principle, an ID card should be for free. You should not even ask for a cent, because we already pay taxes to provide for these services. Why are they charging our poor people, our young people who need the ID card to participate in this country, in the economy, in social life, in professional life, even to pursue their education? You need that ID at some point. Why should you charge such a person 300 Kenya shillings? Why is the government trying to make money to raid our pockets? It tells you that this government is broke and bereft of ideas to change this economy. To replace an ID that is lost is 1,000
shillings.
How many Kenyans can afford 1,000 shillings to replace that ID card? It's a very insensitive decision that does not reflect the realities of the nation. In fact, many people in Kenya lose their IDs as a result of theft. Theft is a confirmation of a failure by government to provide security. Because if there was security, we will not be witnessing so many lost IDs.
And unemployment.
And unemployment that leads people to do those kind of things. But then, the government, instead of addressing the root causes of lost IDs, decides to penalize the victims by charging them 1,000 Kenya shillings to reaffirm their citizenship, to get back the document that affirms their citizenship in the country. But it speaks to desperation by Kenya Kwanza. And as I said, we are going to witness more and more of these levies and charges and taxes increasing every single day. They'll keep increasing levies, they'll increase increasing charges, and they'll increase taxes. Because for the simple reason that they have gone into the market to take loans at a higher interest rate. Now they're paying more in debt finance than they were paying before. Out of every 100 Kenya shillings, almost 80 shillings goes to debt finance. Now the government departments and agencies don't have money to run their operations. So they have to go back and raid our pockets. A broke government will bankrupt you before it goes bust. These are broke government. And it's now on a spree to bankrupt the poor people of Kenya by raising taxes, charges, and levies. The finance bill is coming. It's coming in June. You're going to see again the kind of measure they're going to propose.
Do you mean they are going to increase it from
they're
what
going to
we had
increase it from
last
what
year?
we had, yes. They are still going to increase it. Because remember, they have not taken the expensive Eurobonds and domestic debt that they've taken the last 1 year, when the last finance bill was passed. And yet they increased levies and charges. Now, in between, since the passage of that finance act, they've taken a more expensive Eurobonds. They have taken more expensive domestic loans, bills and bonds. So their interest payments have gone up. So they are still going to come back to us now to ask for more money. Because whatever they had, they're now paying more in debt finance than what they were paying before. So they'll still come back to us and ask us raid our pockets and collect more. So you are going to see the finance bill is going to increase taxes. It's going to increase charges and levies. The government is going to charge the poor people of Kenya to offer services. But their day of destiny will come. The people of Kenya are now the wiser. They are able to see through a failed economic program, and this is a failed economic program. There is no solution that these people have. They are just wasting our young years with mismanagement of the economy. And the sooner they get out of the space, the better for this country.
As we wind up, Naibu, if you look at this particular services, the new charges of these services that were issued by the Interior Ministry, at some point they were put on hold by the courts. And people expected that there was going to be a review, and maybe even if they were going to increase it, they were going to increase it by some few percentage. But the 100 proposed charges have been put into place without the court approval, and of course it is back to wananchi to pay the services. Like something like for the passports, from 4,500 to 7,500. That's a total almost 2,500, 3,000 on top. What does this mean to the next generation in terms of the services that we really need and require as a nation?
When they put these things on hold, they claim that they're going to public participation. Maybe it is time the Kenya government or the Ministry of Interior come out and tell us which public participation they did and which Kenyans agreed. Give us at least a rota of the people of Kenya who attended those public participation forums and said, we agreed to be charged 300 Kenya shillings to become citizens, to be registered as citizens of Kenya. We agreed. Give us those list of Kenyans. Number two, bring us the list of Kenyans who agreed that for us to access passport, we are okay with paying 7,500 and not 4,500. Give us that list of Kenyans. Because they are now turning public participation into a facade. They don't engage with the people. They claim they've done public participation and that the people have approved those new charges. Look at what people are saying on social media, online. Meet anybody on the street. Everybody's complaining. People don't have the money to pay for those services. Yet they are claiming it's the people who had approved those charges to be levied. Of course, I expect there will be court challenges to some of these decisions. And if worse comes to us, you know, I like what the avocado farmers in Murang'a did. Because the avocado harvest season started this week on Monday. And it's going to be for the next 6 months. And they were now being told they have to register for 8 teams to be charged taxes. And they took it upon themselves to take KRA officers that they wrote to your officers and Pandey, leave us alone because you didn't participate in our farming. Why are you charging us this crop? Because even ask yourself, the question of crop levies is not a national government function. That's a function of the county government. So if you don't charge a levy, it should be right within the county of Murang'a to charge it, if at all.
And not a ministerial.
Not a national government intervention. So it tells you why they're just thinking where you're making money and they run. They want to take part of that money. Even when they don't have the mandate in the constitution to deal with that particular issue. Because crop levies is under county governments. And if anybody wanted to raise a levy on avocado, it should be the county government of Murang'a. Not KRA officers coming from Nairobi to go and say we also want to benefit from this harvest. And already these poor farmers are paying a lot of taxes indirectly. The VAT, the cost of transport, fuel, the workers they employ. So they're already contributing to the taxation. So what is this new appetite that you want to raise? But it tells you a broke government will come to bankrupt you before it goes bankrupt itself. They're just trying to bankrupt the poor people of Murang'a by trying to also eat
from their harvest.
They want to reap from where they did not plant. Yes.
Do you think they will make this money, maybe from this increased service fees? Do you think they will make their intended or anticipated amount?
If already we are now 4 months to the end of the financial year, they have not met their targets. They are not hitting their revenue targets. From the previous Finance Act to date, they are not meeting their monthly targets. So we are not going to meet our targets. And one thing also that I must mention is the Controller of Budget did issue a report and said that the national government has only spent 70 billion as at end of January on development. out of a projected 850 billion, they had only spent 70 billion on development finance. In other words,
Yes.
we live to eat.
Not to do any other thing.
They're not doing anything because if you're only spending 70 billion, that is less than 10% of your projected development in a year.
Yeah.
In the first 7 months of the financial year, you've spent less than 10%.
Yeah.
There's nothing they're going to do. And if government is not doing development, if there's no development activities being done,
Yeah.
how do you even stimulate the economy? How do you improve people's lives? So all these monies they're collecting, they're using it to pay debt, and the rest they're eating. They are not doing anything that is adding value or is meaningful to the lives of Kenyans.
Yeah.
That is a great indictment, and Kenyan people need to pay attention to that kind of a report.
Yeah.
Because if you are being told your government has only spent less than 10%
Of the development.
of the development budget, then what are they doing? How are they going to improve your lives? That's why I always say, look around.
Yeah.
And you saw the minister for the CS for transport was quoted somewhere saying that Kenyans don't need tarmac roads, that because tarmac roads cause a lot of accidents.
Yeah.
That in fact the roads which are muddy, the poor rural muddy roads, record 0 accidents.
Because people are careful.
Because people are careful. So of course it's just explaining to you that why they are not building roads.
Yeah.
They are trying to find excuses. Why they are not able to...
And showing no intention.
No intention to do it. And they are not going to do it.
Yeah.
Right? They are broke. And they are broke because the economic interventions do not respond to the realities of Kenya today.
Yeah.
They don't respond to the needs of Kenyans. They don't understand what needs to be done to transform this particular economy.
Yeah.
So even the interventions are very mediocre. But that is Kenya Kwanza for you.
Yeah.
That is who they are, and we know them for who they are. Take it as they present themselves to you.
Yeah.
It is who they are.
Wow. Talk to our viewers on behalf of Safina Party.
Safina Party, we are strong,
Yes.
led by our captain, Jimmy Wanjigi. We are keeping it hot. We are going to check this government. We are the alternative government. We are the government in waiting. And when the time comes, Team Piki Piki Ponki, as you drive the energy, as you keep us on our toes, as we make sure that the government does not in any way relent in providing services. We will call them out when they misbehave. And so far, they misbehave every day. So we will keep calling them out every single day and providing an alternative leadership that will transform this country economically. Thank you, Team Piki Piki Ponki. The team energy is strong. Love it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Naibu.
Thank you very much.
And have a blessed day ahead and a blessed week. To our viewers, we wish you a very successful week and a productive week ahead. May God bless you. Keep watching, keep sharing, keep subscribing, and always share with your friends each and every day so that we can grow together. Until next time, bye-bye. My name is Simi Kenya.